Good evening, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to continue the studies of international logistics. My name is Philip. I'd like to invite you to subscribe in this channel. If you enjoy, give us a like. Support this channel with donations. Start the notifications. Share this video with your friends. Follow me in Twitter, Facebook or Instagram. Thank you very much. Let's start. If you like, add a commentary. Even environmentally desirable leapfrogging may be possible. In Western Europe, where highways are overcrowded, most planners have decided Easterns should rebuild their economies around rail transport. Some experts have even claimed that East Europe has been given a unique opportunity to avoid the mistake the West has made in building its economies around the road infrastructures. In the headlong rush toward advancing the state of their national economies, logistics managers face a variety of challenges in the emerging nations. Technologies that work perfectly well in third countries are not even a possibility in many emerging nations. Consider the simple of use of established technology as point-of-sale information system by retailers. In Hungary, with the communications system in disarray, telephone lines are highly unreliable and incapable of handling high-speed data communications. Interlinking retail stores with distribution facilities and manufacturers, a standard pricing in the trade nations, become a logistic nightmare at best. Changing consumer marketplaces will inevitably require the adoption of such advanced logistics systems. Influence of firms versus government. Depending on the particulars of national industrial policies, one sees an intricate balance and dance occurring between firms and the governments of the emerging nations. Large global corporations are often operating in the emerging nations. Frequently, they use these countries as source of raw materials, sub-assemblies, finished goods, or low-cost labor. You occasionally see these countries as developing markets for consumer products. Such firms often exert considerable influence of government, especially when government may be calling for indirect investments. These firms in position to direct the development of logistic infrastructure through their influence. One sees the development of port facilities, laying of rail and communications backbone, and airport reconstruction that benefits particular companies. This gives involving companies a direct strategic advantage as the major nations develop into advanced consumer economies. Some major U.S. carriers are developing a presence in Russia and other former Soviet states. Burlington Northern has contracts to work with former Soviet railroads. One reason that they were chosen was that they operate in a winter climate and that their major hauls are grain and coal, the two largest Russian rail shipments as well. Economy stepchild or financial spheres of influence. Many emerging nations find their economies and result logistic system tied to neighboring trade nations through exactly such influence. 80% of the foreign direct investment in the Czech Republic has been supplied by German companies, with another 15% coming from US companies. The likely outcome of this form of national mini wall will be an economic satellite state of the German Republic. The new Czech economy will be linked by financial ties, management structures, and logistics systems to establish German firms and markets. The Czech Republic in 1993 provides a prominent example of the stage of logistic infrastructure development of an emerging nation. Consider the types of problems a tried-nation logistic professional would encounter in trying to bring leading-edge logistic practices to bear in renovating the Czech economy. One legacy of central planning that lives on is the decaying national infrastructure. Under communists, the planners were responsible for balancing national needs, consumer needs, and the economic inputs of land, labor, and capital. In the process, the planners neglected to measure the impact of industrial policy on the environment, and Czechs are now faced with some of the worst pollution of any Eastern European country. On the sunniest day, Prague is hazy with a particular smog, which stings the lungs and blackens priceless national treasures. In the winter, Prague remains a city headed by small coal furnaces, causing snow to fall gray in color. Year-round, cars and trucks designed without pollution controls spill brown and black exhaust skyward. Tap water in Prague is considered by the citizenry to be unfit for drinking due to its high level of mercury content. Chemical and oil leaks floating atop the slow-moving Vltava River through central Prague are a common sight. The man-made logistic infrastructure is a similar state of decay. The telephone system is nightmarish at best. It now takes only 12 months to have a new telephone service installed, recently reduced from 6-year wait. Fully three-quarters of the Republican phones in Prague simply do not work. Sometimes the reasons are obvious: missing handset, broken dial or coil mechanisms, but often phones seemingly good repair fail to connect a call, whereas shabby appearing phones work perfectly well. When one does find a working phone, one can also expect to wait in a long line to use it. Waits of a half an hour are common. Once one calls is connected, it can be disconnected at any second for no apparent reason. Recently, the Prague Telecom Authority has begun to install new car-operated public phones manufactured in France by Schlumberger in a front to upgrade the system. However, central switching problems make this high-tech addition seem like so much frosting covering a bad cake. Thank you very much. See you next time.